Good morning, children. Let us see today what are the anti-poverty measures the government has taken. Here we have discussed earlier that there are many schemes introduced by the government. We know that major objective of the government for the introduction of these type of measures or schemes is the removal of poverty. That is the major objective. Okay, so the current anti-poverty strategy or the government policy is based broadly into two planks. We can find out promotion of economic growth. Why government has introduced the anti-poverty measures or the schemes introduced? One thing is promote economic growth and another one is targeted anti-poverty programs. So these are the two initiatives the government has taken for the removal of poverty from our country. Over a period of 30 years, when we are calculating from after independence lasting up to the early 80s, we know that there were per capita income was very little and the per capita income of the people were very little here, and also we can find out official poverty estimates were 45% of the people in the early 1950s remained in the same. Okay, we can find out about 45% of the people were below poverty line, very poor in the 1950s. Okay, after independence, we know that since the 80s, from 1980s, okay, then from this period, India's economic growth has been one of the fastest in the world. We know our country's economic growth rate has increased, which was very fast. We know after independence, we can find our country slowly started developing. So here we can find growth rate was increasing very fast. We know also becoming very clear from this that there is a strong link between the economic growth and poverty reduction here. When the poverty is reducing, economically our country is developing. So when country is developing, poverty also reduces. Okay, we know that the developmental activities government has taken so that the poverty rate also is increasing. So we need also encourages the people to send their children. What is poverty? Poverty is not only about the food, and there are many things. Now in the modern world, poverty means if the parents are unable to send their children to school, that is called poverty. If they are unable to arrange medical facilities for the sick people in the family, so these are all considered as poverty only. Now when the economic growth increases and the poverty level decreases, we can find the parents can send their children to school, including the girl children also they can. And we have studied earlier classes example of Shivaraman. He has three daughters there. He is unable to send the daughters to school, but he is planning to send his son to school. Okay, so here also even the girl children are also able to study in the schools if the poverty is eradicated and also economic growth occurs. Okay, so here we can find moreover the growth in the agriculture sector also is much below the expectations in our country. So this has a direct bearing on the poverty, as a large number of people in the live in the villages are depending upon the agriculture. We know that villages or the rural areas, agriculture is the most prominent occupation. When the people in the rural areas are becoming poor and they cannot engage in agricultural activities. So this also shows the poverty line in our country. So in these circumstances, there is a clear need for the targeted anti-poverty programs. So although there are many such kind of schemes directly or indirectly introduced by the government, which is sometimes not properly implemented. Maybe some reasons we can find the political reasons also. What are the policies introduced by the central government or the union government? State governments are not showing any interest, because state governments are belonging to another political party. That is one of the reason they do not promote the or encourage the policies introduced by the central government. Okay, we can find some examples. What are the schemes introduced by the government? Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. This is very important, very significant act which aims Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which was introduced in 2005, which aims to provide 100 days of work or employments to the rural people. Okay, especially in the rural areas, people who are jobless, unable to find work, 100 days, that gives a guarantee that at least 100 days, it is not limited. Some states are providing more than 100 days also, at least 100 days of work in a year, so that the families can be enabled to have a meal per day, twice per day. Okay, so here we can find this proposal was taken place in our country and introduced in our country, aimed at sustainable development also in the regions about. This scheme has provided 220 crores of persons in the persons of days, okay, employment here. We can find out especially some percentage of people are engaged in work are women. Okay, so especially it is reserved most of the work. This as per the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, most of the vacancies, opportunities are reserved for women. So the jobless women in the rural areas are getting much benefited from this government act. Okay, so here we can find out many of the people in the rural area are coming out for they are getting the jobs in particular, especially seasonal. They may be sometimes so clearing of the canals or some sort of road construction, etc. These people are taken for providing. Our government is given opportunity for these people to work in this field, so that they are able to get some sort of income for their family. Okay, so other schemes government has introduced, we can say that Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. This is also another scheme which started in 1993. Aim of this program is to create self-employment opportunities for the educated unemployed youth in the rural and areas and small areas. We can find this is another different project. Educated rural and unemployed youth. So giving them some opportunities to establish a small business of themselves. That means self-employment opportunities. They are given the loans from the banks or the cooperative societies to set up any small business or industries in their area, in rural areas, so that they may be getting income and they can employ one or two extra persons also. They also may be assisting him and will be getting some opportunities there. Another schemes are there, Rural Employment Generation Program. This was also launched in 1995. Aim of this program is to create self-employment opportunities in the rural areas and the small areas. Okay, so this is what they can establish some sort of industries, small scale industries in their areas. There are many other programs also under the 10th 5-year plan also was introduced. We can find Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarajgar Yojana. So these are also another program of the government which was introduced in 1999. So this program aims at bringing the assistance the poor families above poverty line providing food grains also very cheaply to the poor people. Okay, so we can find another policy or another government, Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana. This is another one which was launched in 2000. Additional central assistance given to the states for the primary health, primary education, rural shelter, rural drinking water facilities, electrification, etc. These are benefited from this scheme. States are benefited because the central government or the union government is providing assisting or the help with the fund from the central government to the state governments. Another scheme is Antyodaya Anna Yojana. This is one very important scheme that through this the government is providing the food grains in a subsidy rate to the poor families or those who have the BPL cards or those who are belonging to the below poverty line. So the result of these programs have been mixed. We know that some programs or some of the schemes have overlapped, and some of the schemes many of the policies adopted were also some are not implemented properly, so that some are overlapping schemes, so that good intention of the government is not properly here implemented. So the government schemes which are aiming the poor in order to improve their poor conditions, but not always these are successful. Okay, so this cannot be reached the needy people. Sometimes we know some people we can find out large number of bogus ration cards are made here. Even the government employees are also getting the BPL ration cards, so that we can find some of the regions these are not reached. The government introduced schemes are not reached the poor people. That is also a problem of our country, and so major emphasis has taken in the recent years for the proper monitoring of the all poverty alleviation programs. That means what are the programs introduced in our country to alleviate or removal of poverty has to be implemented properly, so that the needy will get the benefits or subsidy from the government. We will study in the next class about what are the challenges faced by the government.